Hi everyone, it's Megan from Florentis Learning. It is Monday night and I just wanted to record a quick video before I head off to bed. I've just been working on some lessons and of course I have classes tomorrow morning. Um, I wanted to just hop on and sort of chat about difficult students. I have a student, his name's Bobby, he's 6 years old, and some days he's completely on and other days he is so not paying attention. He's got toys, he'll use paper, he'll use whatever he can to make toys. And he's sort of the type of student where you win some, you lose some. Anyway, this morning we were doing the last lesson in the Florentis Learning Weather Unit, and I have that open, so I might as well show everyone just so you can have an idea for those of you who haven't seen our lessons yet, what they look like. So this is lesson 5, but anyway, this is the lesson that I was teaching. And so we'll just put Bobby's name in here. And he's been with me since November. And of course, he's the student who also has a sister who's a year older that it's like they're just night and day. And sometimes you have those students, even though they're the same level, even though, you know, just one pays attention, one catches on a little bit quicker. But we got to the screen and, how is the weather? He nailed right up front. And he likes to play his own music. But this particular slide, which is one of my favorite ones, we must have done it. He must have clicked 10 times. And he wanted to make sure he got every single image. And we're still working on the D in cloudy. But I did actually teach him this lesson last week, and he just wasn't there. He just wasn't doing it. And so I decided to just redo it today. How often do you redo a lesson? And when do you sort of decide, you know what? I'm just going to repeat the same lesson from the other day. He likes this matching game and he's actually quite good at it. He can find the pairs and match them up, which is sort of a little bit interesting because he's a student that doesn't really pay attention. And it's like, well, does he really understand or not understand? And the same thing with these ones. We use a co-browser. Um, so Qualago is co-browser of choice really for me. And and so he's good that way, right? He can choose and send, and he likes to be able to click his own things. So we went through a few of these questions just like that, same idea, where he's selecting them all. So it's like, okay, look, you know your vocabulary words, you just are sometimes difficult about them. And this picture is always one, it's like, ideally, I'd like to get the answer, well, it's sunny and hot, but I also got that it was cloudy and anyway, which is okay. Um, the one of the things that Florentis Learning has built in are these stars on all of our lessons. I don't know whether you've seen them, but my students certainly enjoy them. And then these questions, like with dragging the words, he got them right away, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, you're reading them. And then we got to spelling, and he got almost all of his spelling words correct. And it was like, all right. Like, so today was just a day that, things were going well. Um, I don't think I shared sound with, let me just turn it on here in Zoom. Um, you'll see this has just a bird chirping, and there's rain on this one, and some wind blowing. Oh, just a little bit of fun on the reading, and then a little bit of listening, which he got that right away. This one he did actually not get correct, which is sort of funny, but he also didn't listen to it. Like he didn't click the button, he just jumped right in and hit the buttons, which sometimes they do. He was able to do the spelling on these, so the phonics words. Um, that's a bun, and then we have gum. Um, and then the same sound. He did a pretty good job with same sounds and rhyming words. Again, this is one where they have to be paying attention. And at this point in time, he's like, man, I'm done. I want to be done. We had a few minutes left of the lesson. So he sort of jumped through those pretty quick. And then this one he always likes. Problem with this one is that he gets his monster going so quickly. And what's going to happen as soon as you let go, it eats the words, right? And so you have to be paying attention as a teacher. And so sometimes I just flip back and flip forward again. And it's like, okay, no, let's try that again and practice the reading. Same thing with this one, feeding the monster. It's fun, but he gets going and he wants to feed them. Anyway, he was super excited. Um, there is just some copy paste feedback. So if you haven't seen these, you can copy and paste the feedback into the comment box and then just change this, Bobby, and change your pronouns, of course. So, and then you can add to it or adjust it however you want. But it's just there. It gives you some quick feedback, and it's sort of nice that way. Um, and then you can click through your stars and feedback's done, take a screenshot, share it with the student. And then he was super excited about getting his certificate today. So this was the last unit of the lesson and the last lesson in the unit. And so we'll start the next one next time. But yeah, so just wanted to hop on, show you that chat. But let me know, like, what do you do when you have a student that is challenging? How often would you just decide, you know what, I'm going to reteach the lesson from last week? And when do you think it's okay to reteach the lesson? How do you handle that conversation with your parents? This particular parent doesn't usually question me, but I'd love to hear ideas and thoughts. Share them in the comments below. Thanks.